going to have a really fun and unique and unusual evening together. And I hope that you've enjoyed your beautiful day. And I hope that you are feeling this incredible moon. It's a beautiful moon. It's expansive. It's fun. It's a little bit quiet, but it's happy. And we have that Sagittarius party vibe. And we have also openings and opportunities, and still that grand thinking and audacious goals, and looking to be creative. Use your freedom, your sense of freedom, to be as creative as you can to come up with new ways in order to solve whatever it is. Because if you know you're meant to do something, if you know your soul is calling you to something, then there is a way. And part of the journey of your soul is figuring out the path. So we've been so programmed in our society that you have to, know exactly how everything's going to unfold, or you have to have the money before you choose to do something, or you have to, get everybody else's approval before you do it, or you have to wait 7 years and save the money for it, or whatever. And I'm here to tell you that there's an infinite number of ways for you to achieve, receive, and enjoy. So in this beautiful full moon, my blessings to you, and I'm so excited. Hi, Kim, yay! We missed you so much. Yes, the other day in class, Kim, you're so dynamic and wonderful. And so really enjoy this full moon. Of course, the peaks today, but we've got a few more days of the juicy, wonderful energies, and make use of all these fun things we've been doing. So let's go ahead and let me share with you. We're going to watch my trip to the pyramid today, and we'll keep our fingers crossed that this is going to work and I'll remember all the technical things to do. Hi, Kathy Lynn. And so let me go ahead and start you out over here. And what we're doing is a lot of fun. So make sure that you take a moment in your day to go and check out all the shows we're doing right now. We've got a cacao ceremony tomorrow, so even if you haven't gotten your cacao, come and make yourself a cappuccino or whatever it is you like, some tea, and join me tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to share about the cacao plant, the cacao history, it being a guide, it being a goddess, it being a being that is revered and has healing qualities and has a very strong link to our consciousness at this moment. So what we're doing right now is a series called Dolphin Divination Full Moon Mayan Healing Soul Magic, and we've got several more days to go. Here's a look at what we've been doing. All of the replays are there immediately afterwards. The spiritual weather report with Ixchel was amazing. The rainbow dolphin spirit messages. The first day we did readings, we also got messages from Perseus, and yesterday we got some amazing messages from Perseus. So today I'm going to share what's happening, and tomorrow we're going to do the cacao ceremony. Monday's going to be Veronica. Tuesday's going to be Alon doing a Mayan third eye opening, and then we're going to have a big celebration. So here's a quick peek. You can pause the video if you need to. If you would like to follow along and make a hot cup of cacao. Cacao is not cocoa. It does not have dairy. It doesn't have sugar. It's just pure cacao, roasted cacao, and ground cacao. So you just need hot water and a blender, and here's some optional agreements. And if you get on nanakasha.com, we're sending this out in every single email, like today, this afternoon. And today is the full moon. So today I went to the Ancient Mayan Pyramid of Mayapan. And it's one of my favorite ones to go to. This is a picture from today. It was an exquisite, picture-perfect day. I had the place to myself for over 2 hours. And they let me in 30 minutes early, which is almost unheard of. So the magic started right away. I did get up for sunrise, but the beach and the clouds were not too cooperative. So I did do my ceremony welcoming the sun, saying goodnight to the moon. And when I got here, I was blessed with having gotten there early and then let in early, 30 minutes early. It was quite amazing. So this is the pyramid, and the 9-step pyramid represents the 9 waves of consciousness that it's taken to build this world to the point where we are now. So the top of a 9-step Mayan pyramid is where we are now. It is unity consciousness. Each layer gets smaller. You know, the bottom is the widest, which also represents that era of time being shorter. Okay, eons, the first layer's eons, the next layer's eons, and then it's something, then so on and so forth. So our perception that time has been speeding up is correct. Our perception that things are move faster is correct. Our consciousness is moving faster. We're raising our frequency. Pyramids like this are sacred sites. They're vortexes. They activate you. They bring energies in. They concentrate energies both from the intention, the orientation with the different cosmic elements that they're aligned to, and the ceremony that has been done there. They're beautiful, incredible, and this one you can still climb right up to the top and sit at the top. This is at the top, and this is the descending god temple that's missing its roof. However, they have this small temple at the top. It's where you came from being everything or spirit down into your body. You descended in frequency into a body. And it is a temple of Kukulkan, who is the serpent deity. He is the number one, just like almost every single culture. And the reason is the snake is considered the rays of the sun, which brings life. It represents transformation and the ability to rise back up these 9 waves of consciousness. So the serpent acts as a guide of light through the ups and downs of life, helping you to shed the old, embrace the new that's already within you, that you are perfectly formed and perfectly designed for your mission, and you need to shed your perception that you weren't. You enter, and on one side is the head, and the other side, or the tail, the rattle, and the other side is the head and the tongue. And the rattle of this sacred, very, very sacred snake, only found here, represents their crown chakra. So each time they shed their skin, they have grown a new level to their rattle. Every time you shed who you think you are, you've grown a new layer to your crown chakra. All right. So there's very serious sacred stuff going on here. I'm a shaman. I'm a mystery school woman. I'm an energy healer. I'm a seer. I'm a psychic. I'm many, many, many different things blended into me. So I am me. I want you to be you. And this was today while I was doing my meditation up at the temple. And it was incredible. I was there for over 2 hours. No one else was there. I was moving through dimensions. I was anchored down in through the pyramid into the earth. This is a view of the pyramid afterwards. This in the foreground is the Temple of Venus. And we're going to be doing another retreat where it's more focused on the pyramids. And this will be definitely one we go to because they're allowing you to climb less and less of these structures. So if you're drawn to work with these structures in a powerful way, I highly recommend you do it now. 5 times I took my group to the top of Koba. I got permission to go in before dawn while no one was there. And it was the most profound experience. We were whisked through the jungle. We climbed the tallest Mayan pyramid known. And then we were at the top in front of the descending god temple while I guided the activation as the sun rose. And you can imagine magic of all kinds was happening. We were taken down through the pyramid into sacred chambers, into Atlantean lives. We had birds and dragonflies and tarantulas and bats and just all number of amazing creatures come and join us in our ceremonies. So the amount of sacred power that is here is profound. And when you go with me or you go with your reverence, I go and I prepare. I talk to the land. I talk to the spirits. I go there many times before we go as a group. I was speaking to this land for a few days now. I was speaking to it this morning in my dreams last night. I was there. I was walking with the ancient spirits, the Mayans. I'm asking for the light and the truth and the wisdom that is ready for us to re-embrace, to be released from these stones. And the key here is that as it's released through me into the Akasha, and that is available for anyone to tap into. When you go on a retreat like this, when you go somewhere sacred, remember you're bringing key codes that no one else has. You could complete a piece of the puzzle. You could bring relief or understanding. You could open a doorway. I don't know what your powers are that are in your key codes, but you carry them. You don't need to know what they are. You also receive key codes. So whether you remember a past life, you start to see colors, you start speaking to iguanas or one of the other things that happens at all of my retreats, you will begin to reconnect with those ancient powers because these places are imbued with that. Okay, so I want to now take you on a journey, and bear with me. Let me know if you. I'm going to check in, make sure. Hi, 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 hi. All right, so I'm going to see if I can check the chat, but I am going to share my screen now. And well, I am sure you these I have to. The only way I didn't have time to edit anything or do anything to these, and the camera broke it up into 4 different videos. But I want you to go ahead and relax, and you're going to have to hear it through my speakers. So we'll hope for the best. But in Monday, we will have these properly edited together. Meantime, you're going to go to the pyramid with me, and I'm going to take you from the very beginning to the start and through into and up the pyramid. Blessings on the full moon here in the sacred site of Mayapan, ancient Mayan site. We're here to release the key codes of wisdom, light, love, and the transformative power of living day to day just the way you were meant to. Spirit, body, mind, soul. You get a chance to be here, walk, feel, tune into everything. It's all in relatively small space. Got a nice iguana coming to meet us. Go right into that beautiful little hole there. This is Kulkukan, the serpent god of transformation. This is the god, the light from the sun that comes down the pyramid and guides you back to unity with your divine self, encouraging you to shed who you've been. We're here on the full moon, and we've already had the magic begin because we were let in. I was let in all by myself 30 minutes before they're supposed to open. This is a beautiful portal of light and energy I'm going to take you in, and you can tune in to feel into it. It's a very powerful vortex in here. And as I stand here and I touch these ancient stones, they come through this divine video to you. The blessings from these beautiful little beings. We have a spider, iguana, serpent, jaguar. Here's another beautiful guide. Just going to pause it for a minute. Receive these beautiful rays of gold, ray, and codes from your divine soul. So tune into these energies, the stargazing, the observatory, all the sacred pillars in this beautiful space as we enter another vortex, another beautiful portal for transformation. We have our guardians here. Thank you. Wayaninin, Mother, I am here. Wayaninin, Mother, I am here. Wayaninin, Mother, I am here. Now receive a message from this guardian. And receive a message from this guardian. Feel your feet here on this sacred land, kissing the earth and thanking her for all of this ancient energies that have been held here. Sacred reverence and the wisdom and the Mayan blue heart of truth that is coming back and awakening for all of us as a guide back to living the multidimensional experience of our truth. We are light. We are free. connect to this beautiful iguana guide. These are the guardians, and they're also the activators of your intuition here. Thank you. Now, as you walk up the steps, feel yourself here now and in another life, preparing for a full moon ceremony, calling in the rain god Chak, looking between the dimensions, accepting the flow of abundance, knowing everything you have is here. And the moon, all through the phases. Bringing us this beautiful, abundant world we live in. Thank you, thank you. Mayan in, sir, I am here. Receive this message now from this ancient Mayan glyph. Here we'll take a brief look into Xibalba, the underworld. This is a cenote, life, water, and it's the entrance to the underworld. Not anything evil. There is a bee god. Underworld is our inner world, is our subconscious world. It's our world of creation. Now we're going to circle this beautiful pyramid of Kukulkan before we climb to the top. These 9-step pyramids to the Maya for the path back to their divine self. 9 waves of consciousness match all of the history that we've had here. And we have now finally reached the 9th wave of consciousness. We've finally reached the Unity Consciousness platform at the top. This is the struggle that's happening in the world as the old disappears. And falls apart. We no longer can recognize who we were. The way we thought, what we did, what we wanted, and what we believed is no longer relevant. We are awakening. And in our awakening, we are remembering and reaccessing parts of ourselves that have been ancient and dormant, forgotten, or distrusted. Kukulkan, the serpent god, is the rays of the sun, brings life down the layers of the pyramid, and then shows us how to climb back up again to remember we are one and reunite with our divine self. The temple of the descended God is at the top, which is where we enter the world, and now we've gone back to it. Welcome to this full moon sacred moment. Come through the portal with me. From the temple of Venus, we now climb. Step by step, we give thanks and release into each of these 9 layers, that which no longer serves us. The stories, beliefs, and patterns that are at that level or that wave of consciousness. We begin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Climb with me and feel yourself touching each layer. As you do, you connect to the ancient sacred wisdom. You receive the key codes that are here for your soul's path, and you gift your key codes to something here that is ready for you to help it awaken for the world. When you come here with me in person, this all gets amplified. Now we begin our ascent. We are in our ascension right now. It's time to remember that step by step, we climb from who we were, what we thought was true. We're in the full moon. We're in the light. We are being guided, held, and supported. One wave after another, we release the past so that we can be clear, ready, open, and willing. Once we reach unity consciousness. Thank you. YNNN, Mother, I am here. I receive, I accept, I release. Thank you. YNNN, Mother, I am here. I receive, I accept, I release. Now risen through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. YNNN, Mother, I am here with open heart and open mind. I receive these gifts and I release all that no longer serves me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you're leaving the 8th wave of consciousness and entering unity. You are here, top of the Kukulkan Pyramid, at the temple of the descending God, and that's you. You've made it. You've made it through all of these layers, all of these trials. Will you let yourself be here? Will you embrace the celebration that this full moon is having for you? Temple of Kukulkan is the temple of transformation, life force, reclaiming your spirit. This is the feathered serpent. We will enter over here. There is still a tail, a rattle, and a head. You entered, you came in and around this sacred temple of the descending gods, and you exit transformed. You hear and find yourself here. You hear the birds, the quiet, the peace. You can sense the ancestors are here. The power of the Balam, the jaguar priesthood, sacredness of the structures. Blessings on the full moon here from Mayapan, sacred ancient Mayan site. We've been blessed with a loud entry 30 minutes before anyone else. And we've walked through the site. Wayaninin, Mother, I am here, asking permission from the elements, the ancients, the Maya, from these sacred structures and all the wisdom held here, these divine guides. From the sun and the golden rays that the sacred serpent, Kukulkan, represents, bringing us life force and guiding us back to our spiritual truth. It's time to shed that skin. As we climb the pyramid, we go through each of the 9 waves of consciousness, releasing the past. As we gain access to the peak, Temple of the Descending God is here. Temple of Kukulkan, transformation. This is where you entered the world. You came down from spirit, from infinite. You landed here and came down these sacred pyramids. You have built the world over time. You have moved through pain, fear, success, and love. Each of these waves of consciousness in the 9-step pyramid is a long period of time, and then a little shorter and a little shorter, and you've lived in several waves of consciousness just in this one life, just in this one body. This is your pinnacle life, and you're here on the full moon with me to enter this sacred temple of Kukulkan and shed the old. The temple is a transformational experience for all initiates who are ready to remember their truth, their purpose, their power, and their path. There's still, this is the tail, it's the rattle tail, which represents the crown. You go in the temple and around, and you exit here, renewed, refreshed. I am here on the full moon, ready and willing, open and receptive, to connect with my ancient Mayan brothers and sisters of light, to connect with all of the nature spirits, the trees, the clouds, the sun, the waters and Xibalba below us, all the wisdom. We ask to release the key codes now that are optimal for our highest good, and we bring our own key codes that we may free wisdom that is ready for all at this time. I am light, I am love, I am infinite. I am that I am. Ea Escher Ea. Now you can enter the temple, hold in your heart that you are light and love, that you are here, aligned with the highest good for your soul's purpose and path, and that you're ready and willing to accept this ancient and powerful assistance in shedding the past and releasing the old. Wayaninin, Mother, I am here. Wayaninin, Mother, I am here. Thank you for welcoming us. Another spirit guide here. Thank you, Spider. Spider Woman is here to help us weave a new web. Now begin to give yourself that permission. Release and feel your feet kissing and touching this sacred pyramid. Feel the energies, the peace, the breeze. Feel the sun. Hear the sacred chanting. Enter the temple now. As I touch, you touch. Release. You are here, and we are one. I release, relax, and with great gratitude, let go of all that has no longer serves me and awaken my intuition. The parts of me with ancient wisdom that has been hidden and locked away. I know that I'm fully formed and beautiful in spirit, mind, and body. I'm ready to release that. I shed the old identities. I shed the old beliefs. I shed what I thought was true for me. Clear and ready to receive. Come into the center of the temple. I now leave behind all that I was and no longer serves me with gratitude and grace. I unhook from karmic knots. I dissolve soul contracts. I free myself in this moment. And so it is. You reclaim your feathers, your crown opens, you've shed your skin, and you emerge into this fresh new reality where your senses are alive. You feel light, beautiful. Now, I accept all that I have received. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Taste your new world. Feel your pineal and your crown awakened, unraveled, unwrapped. The full moon is here. The party's beginning. Celebrate you. Right, my loves. Well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Last video was perfectly, but I had another one, and we will edit those together with for you. I had tears streaming. So special, sacred. I love all of these things, all these energies. Getting to share them, seeing it actually work because I thought it didn't work again. And here, house in. See, he said, "Awesome! Oh, it's amazing place. I can feel the energy. Oh, good. The stonework seems original. Well, no, when a lot of these sites have been restored, um, they don't do a lot of construction, but they do find the stairs. So many Mayan sites, literally covering the entire peninsula, that they haven't even. I heard an estimate of 13% of them have been found and had excavations
Um, Nature via technology, so wild, right? I know. I'm just so happy about this. And there's more. I didn't show you. I didn't go in the observatory. I didn't show you the paintings, the frescoes that are still there. And never seen these pyramids before. I know it's amazing. Someone who came on the retreat in March said that she pyramids till she's live stream. And I just know that when I grew up, I heard nothing. And like a lot of cultures that were conquered, the Spanish spent over 400 years here, killing and erasing all that they'd written. Language and a little bit that survives was written by the friars. So it's similar to a lot of cultures where the books include them. Now is wisdoms rising to the surface. Became utterly captivated living here, thinking I was staying for a few months and a half years. I was hoping to get back to Egypt. I didn't want to live in Egypt, but I loved going there, taking groups there, doing things like this there. And yet I arrived here, and very quickly the Jaguar spirit guide came to me from the jungle. The shaman started speaking, driving around me. Got invited to places with ceremonial shaman, and suddenly I realized I was in the middle of pyramids. How am I born again in a new way? So, oh, good. Wow, Gina said, awesome. That was incredible. I've never seen these. Good, stunning. Thank you. You're so welcome. I'm so glad this worked. I can't hear you. Oh, I'm sorry. Um, could put this. Thank you so much for this gift, Enza. Oh, you're so welcome. It's just such a delight to me. Like I said, was streaming tears watching it because I go to these places a lot. This place was an hour and a half from my house. I have one 15 minutes from my house, and I get pictures and I get videos, but I've never tried to do this. And I was so blessed where they let me in early. I go early because I want to be the first person in, and this place is beautiful because there's not a lot of people here. So, but it was just everything lined up. So thank you for sharing this with me. Lisa, thank you so much for taking us there. And you said, when I touch the rock, you touch the rock. I realized how miraculous our brains are because I felt stony sensation in my hands. Awesome. I'm so glad. We're one, right? And so if we're here together, and I can guide you multidimensionally, I could scan you, I could travel into your soul, we could go places together into your lives. You can certainly come with me here. And the beautiful thing about digital photography is it captures the energy. It's actually a frequency that it captures. So there's a lot of the energy here. Please come and join me for the July retreat, December retreat, and yes, I know this is required, but I had to take this off so you could hear the video through my speaker. So it wasn't perfect, but like I said, we're going to edit together these and the correct last one, put some music, so you can go back if you would like anytime. Thanks, everybody. Have a beautiful, beautiful new moon, evening or morning, depending where you are.